Welcome to your daily focus for June the 12th, 2017. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. And I send it right back to you. Now, let's see what the energy is going to be for us today, for Monday, June the 12th. Look at this. We start with an ace, the ace of coins. The abundance. Now, the aces represent a brand new path, but it's not a path that has actually started. It's not one that we are currently on. So this is new abundance, new ways to go forward. Now the devil. The devil shows up again. The devil will not leave us be, will he? Right in the center too. So we really have to Okay, so today's not a day to be spontaneous. Today's not a day to just think, oh, I'm going to do this and go ahead and start aligning yourself with that, with the devil and the emperors on the other side. So we have some strong energy here today to guide us. And still not really action. What did I see on there? As much as being aware of our intentions, of what we want to go forward with, the plan that we are making. The moon is in Capricorn, so it's about wanting to make the plan, wanting to, almost etch some things in stone today to make that declaration or that decision to go forward in a certain way. But with the devil in the middle here and the ace, especially at the very beginning, those cards are more calling us to sit back a little bit, to understand our motives behind what we want to take action on, the conversation we want to have, if it truly moves us forward, or will it hinder us going forward by being too spontaneous with our words or our actions. And the devil kind of pulls our strings a little bit. Let's see what our angels have to say here. Recuperation 52. So 5 plus 2 is the 7, and that is the seeker of truth. But I also see the 7 more of the seeker of truth within ourselves, being honest with ourselves of why we are doing what we are doing, why we are planning what we are planning, where it has merit, where it has value, where it brings in balance, where it brings in peace of mind, where it allows chaos, frustration, stress, and to be truly honest with ourselves about what our intention is behind the actions or the words. And not only just our intention, but what is the short term and the long term results of this. So recuperation is asking us to pull back still. The recuperation is asking us not to jump forward into something, but rather to strengthen ourselves, empower ourselves, reflection, prayer, meditation, getting out in nature, grounding yourself. Let's start with the Ace of Coins. The Ace of Coins is definitely about taking those tiny seeds and getting ready to plant them. We have the acorns there, which will grow into the mighty oak. Realize that they are on the top of the ground still. They are not taking root yet. We haven't planted them yet. So this is not a time to actually plant those seeds, but to stay open to what can be, what we can plant. We have the devil in the middle. And so I think there will be almost an urge to push us forward, or to, if something, you have these little triggers, and these little triggers make you smoke or drink or eat or shop or procrastinate, whatever your vice is. So I think those little triggers sometimes is the devil being the puppeteer in our life and pulling a string. So you're trying to quit smoking, so the devil brings in a few stressful moments just to test your will, test your strength. And if you're not in the now, if you're not being very conscious of it, that's when you light the cigarette. That's when you take the drink. That's when you decide to just spontaneously spend a lot of money on something trivial. That's a time when you seek out happiness through maybe, hopefully winning it big on the slot machine. So we have to be very careful about our responses to our environment today. And is it the right response? We could become very in tune, actually, with the Ace of Coins here and the Emperor on the other side in the recuperation if we just don't act, but we think before we act in everything we do today. So it's being very grounded, it's being very diplomatic, okay? And that's the Emperor, being very grounded and diplomatic. Now, the Emperor is also the highest intuitive. So you could get these aha moments. You could get these epiphanies if you take it easy today, if you don't react, but rather think things through. Think of the plan that you want to evolve. Think of the short term, think of the long term. And do this through raising your energy, through recuperation, recharging. Unplug from society today. Turn off your TV and your laptop and the radio and just sit in silence for a little bit. Feel your breathing. Pay attention to the thoughts that occur in your mind. Be honest with yourself. Have some conversations with yourself today over why you want to move forward. What is the true motive? Because if it's one to, expand the ego, I'll be richer, I'll be better, I'll be smarter, I'll be faster, rather than I can be caring, compassionate, loving. And don't get me wrong, you can have a lot of money and be caring and compassionate. It's what the money does, okay? It's what you do with the money. It's how you use that as a vehicle into go forward in your dreams, in your desires, in your growth, or allowing it to consume you. Recuperation, I don't know who that was meant for, but it was meant for somebody out there. Let's get our wise animals. See what they have to add to this. So we're looking at new paths. We're looking at new beginnings, even though we have just come off of a full moon. But I think with the devil in the middle and then the emperor sitting so close, we can realize where those little triggers in our life today of why we do what we do that keeps us where we don't want to be. It doesn't allow us to move forward, limits us in some way. You can't make this stuff up. Finding your identity with the raccoon. I had a little pet raccoon when I was younger. Very cool pet. Hiding, mirror, right, destiny. A person often meets his destiny on the road he took to avoid it. Raccoon tells you that you are hiding from your true self. All too often we lose our identity. It can be connected to career, love relationships, even friendships. Relationships are a mirror of who you are at the time. If your self-esteem is low and sad, you will attract the same. On the outside, the person or situation may be perceived as the life of the party, but inside they are crying with confusion. It is never good to create relationships out of illusions and treat them as a patch or a quick fix for what you don't have in your life. They are supposed to be a complement to who you are and help you grow, both of you, or all of you, if taking it in the context of friendship, coworkers, or career. Now, that doesn't mean hermit yourself away until you figure it all out. It means you need to work on healing yourself and becoming the person that you want to be, the person that you want in your life. Be the person you want to be in your life. No matter what disappointment you have had in your life, you cannot forget to celebrate who you are. When that job promotion doesn't come through, or the person you hoped was the love of your life just leaves, it's easy to get caught up in the negativity of despair, but it means that you aren't in the right spot in your life to attract what you want. So take the time to change that. So a couple of ways that we can do that is write down the qualities that you love about yourself, and they don't have to be physical, but they can be. Take time to love you, embrace you, appreciate you. Write down 10 qualities that you would like to work on, and then truly look at those qualities to see if they are fixable or things that you are creating because you are sad, confused, or stressed. Eat right. Go to the grocery store and supply your cupboards with good and colorful foods. Put the black colored clothes to the back of your closet and force yourself to wear a colorful shirt or scarf. And I know there's somebody out there that's saying, I have to wear black. Every day I have to wear black. That's my uniform. I can't get away from black. Well, you know what? Your undies don't have to be black and nobody's going to know. So where you can put color, put color. Use positive affirmations and put them all over your apartment or house. You can use art, index cards, or whatever, but surround yourself with positive. Put on fun music and dance. Raise your energy, raise your vibration. When you are sad, take some action instead of focusing on the mourning. The mourning is written as sadness, as grieving. So cry and don't feel bad about crying. I was going to kind of add that to it, and I thought, well, I'll go on for a second. Something told me to, and there it was, cry and don't feel bad about crying. Okay, crying is a form of healing. Those tears are actually, if you can imagine them, being a salve and taking the toxins, taking the negative energy away. But allow it. Don't try and force it down. We don't have to be happy 100% of the time. If you are, then you need to be probably behind a closed door somewhere, locked away. Okay? There are moments of sadness. There are moments of grief. And we should honor those moments. And also not stay in those moments. Seek professional help if you feel suicidal or having dark thoughts. And know that it takes time to heal. Don't patch your heart with another toxic relationship. See the value of you, and others will see that value as well. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.